I booked an appointment with one of Harley Street's best. I am giving these beauties some TLC. What do you think?
I play the role of Dr. Elizabeth in the movie 50. She's an obstetrician, consummate professional, loyal friend, a party rocker. I think everybody would like Elizabeth, but not everybody would admit to liking her. Elizabeth is that person that we all secretly like, wish we could be, but we don't all have the courage to be. She's unapologetic. If she likes it, she will do it. If she wants it, she will go and get it. And there's no apology about it. Let's live life to. But even as extreme as that sounds, she's a complex she's a paradox, because this very extreme person also espouses some old school values. As far as she's concerned, there's certain lines that shouldn't be crossed, and that will reveal itself as you watch the movie. We're both beautiful, we're both consummate professionals, we're both loyal to the few friends that we have. I believe that there are certain lines that shouldn't be crossed, but I also believe that life happens. Things happen, things that are way beyond our control, and you learn to make allowances. Elizabeth doesn't know when to stop. I like to think that I have a few more checks and balances than Elizabeth does. Yeah. It was an adventure, number one, because as you said, it's never been required of me to be so extreme in that direction, or to be so overtly sexual, you know. But I loved her because she's not a bimbo. Make no doubt about it. She's not a bimbo. She's not rash. She's not cheesy. She has very high taste, you know, but she's like a man. When it's time to play, let's play, and I will play on my own terms. So it was an adventure, and it was one I thoroughly enjoyed. Um, for a few seconds, in some scenes, it was a bit uncomfortable having to be so overt in a room full of people. But after the few first seconds, your professionalism kicks in, and you forget that everybody else is there, and you do your thing, and before you know it, you hear cut, and it's done. Yeah. Fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We had about 1 week to build up an extremely intense relationship, because their relationship is intense. I had never met him before. The first time we met was at the general reading, and we struck it off immediately. I was like, okay, so you're my toy boy, Abby. And we struck, because what a lot of people don't realize is that for the performance to be believable, you have to really feel some level of, emotion for that person in order to project. So we built up the relation very, very quickly, trusted each other very, very quickly. Even the moments that were awkward, I mean, we got to a point where we could laugh at each other, laugh with each other, so we could get past the awkwardness and do that which we needed to do. He's a trooper. He's an ultimate. He works well. He's fun to work with, and he gives great energy. Is this show gonna? Is this gonna air after 10 o'clock when the kids are sleeping? Well, it was having to simulate an orgasm. A heartfelt, believable orgasm. Yeah. There were several. There were several. Yeah, it would be unjust for me to say it's this one particular scene. I love the interplay between Elizabeth and her friend Maria. I love the interplay between Elizabeth and Sammy. And as short and as sharp as it is, I love the interplay between Elizabeth and her daughter. So it's not any one singular moment. I thoroughly enjoyed playing this character. Personally speaking, I think the core message of 50 is that you can and should and deserve to be happy and live life to the fullest, regardless of age. Hmm. Is it possible to live like this? I think that's what's going to be going through their heads. It's very important because I was listening to the radio over the day, and someone said it doesn't matter how many times you tell a lie or how for how long you believe a lie, it doesn't make it the truth. The truth is the contemporary Nigerian woman has changed. So the sooner people get with that program, the better. Maybe if you accept it, accept it as fact, then you can begin to open your mind. And when you open your mind, you can begin to understand what makes us tick. And the more you understand what makes us tick, society will be better in general. You cannot use um, old school tactics to contain us anymore. We can't be contained. The Pandora's box is out. The contemporary Nigerian woman is here. She's independent, she's successful, she's accomplished. If she needs to be, she's self sustainable. And she has a lot to say and a lot to contribute. The sooner we realize and, take advantage of that, the better. Absolutely fantastic. Some of them are sisters from way back when, before dreams were ever dreams. Zakuri Omoni, 20 years ago, we were all starlets, waiting, looking for opportunity, trying our hands at this and that. So to be all standing shoulder to shoulder on the same platform is just a really awesome moment. Um, to begin with, as far as one's body of work goes, I don't have as many movies to my name as the average Nigerian actor in my category, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Unfortunately for me, quite a number of these projects have been top notch. What distinguishes 50 would be that it's such a sexy production, and it's given me, I'm usually cast in this goody goody two shoe, Miss Perfect, butter can't melt in her mouth kind of characters. I think people are going to be looking at me differently from now going forward, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Respect me, young lady. I am your mother.
Just go home.
What home?
Home to your wife.